In the land of digital gold, TA with T.I. Joey Bold. Charts light up as we unfold. Trust the signals, watch it grow. Technical analysis with trade intuition. Every move like a seasoned magician. Crypto life, no intermission. Piper Academy, never the mission.
That's right, guys. Piper Academy, that's where it's at. Let's go ahead and start the show. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. A bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. I was just stalling. That's all I was doing. I was just stalling. What's going on, guys? So happy to be here. So happy you're here. And welcome to the TA portion of Piper Academy Network. That's right, guys. TA, Trade Academy. My name is T.I. Joe, or Trader Joe. On my channel, they know me as Trade Intuition. T.I., Trade Intuition. That's what it's about, guys. It is about the intuition on what to do when the prices go up and when the prices go down. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any coins you want me to do, I got my trusty notebook. Here we go, guys. Got my trusty notebook. I don't know why I'm talking weird. I feel like I'm talking weird. It's my radio voice, I guess. Here we go. Let's do this. We are looking at the crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles on the daily. AI16Z is up 34%. We have Ray, 6%. Trump, 14.8%. Are we looking at memes right now? What's going on? We do have Hype up 11.7%. I do love Hype. I love Jupiter. I love Radium. These are all DEXs. I absolutely love DEXs. And of course, Solana. Man, Solana had some issues yesterday. Good Lord, did they have issues yesterday. All right, so let's go and get started. Let's see here. We have Average Joe Crypto in the house. What's going on, my friend? Appreciate you. We got Robert. Thank you, Robert, for being here. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Now, Average Crypto Joe says, I honestly think it'll be Wednesday night, Thursday morning before we start seeing the moon. Man, I'm just happy it's here. I am just happy it's here. We've waited a long time, guys. 2 years. Oh, and then, of course, last year in March, everything's going up. Oh, man, it's so beautiful. Then same thing in April. So beautiful. Everything was different. We had all-time high prior to the halving, and everything was mooning. Everything was mooning. Was that our first high before the dip? And then the next high is going to be potentially higher than the first one, but then that's it. We'll see. We shall see. How do you know? How do you know when to take profits? A couple of different things. If you're not on the Piper Academy Discord, I strongly recommend you do so. Again, it's different from my Telegram. There's my Telegram, then there's Piper Academy Discord. Piper Academy Discord has so much alpha in there. It's nuts. And of course, if you're a YouTube member, you do get access to the Discord. However, if you paid for the additional portion of the Discord, which is so undervalued, you are going to see so much alpha in there. Right now, he has this thing where it shows you how to take, or rather when to take profits. Also when to DCA. So if you are not a member of the Piper Academy Discord, I strongly recommend you do so, because just try it out. Try it out for 1 month and you're going to be blown away. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. All right, here we go. Let's see here. We got Dylan in the house. What's up, Dylan? Appreciate you, man, being here. Username. What's going on? We got Massey in the house. See, oh my gosh. Can I even put this up here? I don't know if I can put this up here. Massey in the house. What's up, Massey? Let's put ones in the chat, guys. Hype up the chat. Put ones in the chat. Good Lord. We got DB Cooper in the house. What's up, my friend? Of course, the hardest working mod. And man, When I first heard this, it's like, oh, okay, Shine, whatever. But no, I saw it. The hardest working mod, period. I don't think anybody even comes close to Alexandra G. So if you got the emojis, put the emojis for the mod queen. The mod queen is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you greatly. Yes, and definitely smash the like. That does help support the channel. If you can, share it out. Because our goal here on the Piper Academy Network is to enrich your life, not only with money, but also knowledge. Very important. And the best thing I love about the Piper Academy Network is that it's not an echo chamber. It's not, different chartists, I guess you can call us, or influencers, whatever you want to call us. It's not an echo chamber to where we have to agree with somebody. For example, Piper. Just because Piper says something, that doesn't mean we all have to agree. We all have different opinions. And that's what I love. Man, I love that about this network, is that everybody can have their opinion. It's not a democracy, it's not a dictatorship. It is, if you don't agree, then you say your piece, but have something to back it up with. And that's very important. All right, moving on. Let's see here, going down the list. See here, first one up is Ondo. Ondo, yes. Now, Ondo had a pretty massive token unlock. What was it, like 3 days ago? I have not. I'm pretty sure I've checked on it. Just my alerts haven't gone off, more than likely. So we're going to have Ondo on the first one. Darren Does Things. What's up, my friend? Darren Does Things. Let's see here. If you have time, can you cover how to use pivot points? Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, did I go into great detail on my channel, Trade Intuition? I strongly recommend you watch that, because I talk about pivots. I talk about key levels, support and resistance. I talk about using the fib retracement. It's actually 3 main things that you need on your chart in order to basically know where the price might go to. Now, notice my words. I always say these: might, can, possibly, higher percentage of this doing this, likelihood. I never say it will do this. It has to do this. When you get into that mindset, you have blinders on. And because of that, you don't see anything else around here. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to be aware of what might happen. We never know. We could have the perfect setup. We could have divergence. We could have a bullish pattern. Bullish divergence. We can have a bullish pattern. We can have oversold, RSI. I'm sorry, oversold RSI. We can have everything saying it's going to go up, and then it goes down. Why? Well, maybe Bitcoin went down. Why? Maybe something happened to the economy. So there's all these different variables that come into play. So when you have this bias to where it's only going up or it's only going down, that's so dangerous. You have to be level by level. This is how I teach. This is how I mentor. Level by level, every single time. You may have the overall thought process that it potentially should go up. However, anything can happen. And that's why, even though we think that it might go up, we still have our levels. All right. Yes. So pivot points, we will do that. I strongly recommend, watch that video. I literally go, 30 minutes, 45 minutes with very detailed step-by-step instructions on how to do that. So let's do a star and talk about pivots. All right. Very good. Matter of fact, it's so good that I got to chop it. I got to send it to my video editor so he can chop it up. So we can make some videos on that, because it was pretty intense, All right, here we go. We're Retro Mike in the house. Man, let's get some Retro Mics. Oh, man. Dang it. Well, I tell you what. Let me go to my YouTube. Un momento. One moment, please. All right, so this. Let's get your Retro Mics in that. Oh, we don't. Just type in Retro Mic. Type in Retro Mic. So I'm actually going to copy this. Copy. All right. Very good. All right. Still going down the list. Let's see here. See here, going down the list. Okay. Yeah, so the Piper Academy Network exclusive VIP level Discord. You get access to trade setups, deep dives, and that, man, the deep dives, crazy stuff. Project research, exclusive sessions, free giveaways, and much more. Man, I'm glad they said much more because I don't have any more fingers on this hand. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Going down the list, Okay, I believe we got everybody. If you're in here, let me know. Okay, almost done with the list. So far we have, how about gas? Yeah, 2 projects that RMT loves. All right, so we're going to do gas as well. All right, and let's see here. Violet says, I'm so tired now. Me too. Let's see. Blue is Tradester Joe's color. Actually, green is. I love green. Hunter green, to be exact. Hunter green. So here, Daring Does Things says, we always speculate. Nothing wrong with being wrong. That's right. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that don't like to be wrong. And if they are wrong, they only say they're wrong very few times just to let you know, or their followers to know, that they make mistakes too, but usually it's very rare that they admit that they're wrong. They usually say 2 scenarios, and then they'll point out that they were right, or they'll point out that they were right. So either way, they're right. So give you a heads up, yeah, because speculation can always not work in your favor. That's right. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so I did my own RMT emoji. On my channel, I have an RMT emoji, and I forget. But not to worry. We have RMT right there. Retro Mic Tech. There it is. All right. See here, going down the list. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. That's an emoji right there. That is the emoji of the day. The emoji of the day. We got Robert in the house. Thank you, Robert, for being here. Wintergreen is Tracer Joe's favorite chew. Wintergreen. No, don't do chew. I did it one time when I was very young. Never do it again. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Crypto bubbles. We went over that on the daily. We're going over this on the hourly. Nothing too crazy. Trump is coming up. I did notice that on my chart earlier today. Trump should have been coming up, and it is, so that's good. Let's see. Hype. Vets, nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and go to the chart. Let's look at Bitcoin. Of course, when the price was right here, I made a video for my group on my Telegram. I don't remember if I put this out on YouTube or if I did this on YouTube. I do so many videos. I don't know where I'm at. But price was right here. And I was saying that I would like to see price come up into this zone and do a double top. Right now it's doing, well, it's actually, if this continues coming down, this will be a lower high. But I would like to see it do a double top, get rejected here, come down. Now, why? One thing I always do is I say what I would like to see and the reason why. The reason why is if we get a double top, for those that trade patterns, they're expecting a break of this level. This is the neckline. You could kind of do it sideways, but just to be simple, I'll just do it sideways. Or you can do diagonal, but I'm going to do sideways. If we break this level, then more than likely the measured move would be right around here, around 95.5. If we break this level. Now, if we don't break this level, this will show a tremendous amount of strength. Because think about this. We have a double top, or in this case, currently a lower high, coming down to the neckline, but bouncing and hopefully making a higher high. A higher low. So not all the way coming down here to around 100.9, but maybe to 101.9. Coming down here, finding a bunch of buyers, and then bringing it up. So by doing so, this is actually showing a whole bunch of strength. Here it came down, shot straight up, came down, made a higher low, shot straight up again, came down, making another higher low. And this, in my opinion, will be extremely bullish, showing that the buyers are ready. The FOMO is here, and the FOMO's maybe here to stay. We'll see. So this is my thought process. Now, when we break above this level, this is our zone, anywhere between 108.3 and 106.7. This is our zone. When we break out of this zone, what we want to see is we want to see a retest. We want to see a retest. This is good. Man, this is so good. Now, does the retest have to come down to the exact point it broke out from? Nope. They can be here. They can be wherever. Here would be okay, but I would like it here because it's stronger. This is just one single wick. Now, if it does this, this is good. This is very strong because this is showing that this is the level that it needs to find support. This is the zone. If it breaks below, not good. Very bearish, very bearish. We had the opportunity to gain momentum, to gain support here, and it came back up in here, and then it came back down. This, not good. If this is the case, I will be opening shorts. I will be telling my community to open shorts. Right now, could you do shorts? Sure. It's not wise, in my opinion, to do shorts in a bull run. Now, if you're doing scalping, sure, you can get, higher leverage just for a little bit of moves. Sure, that's fine. But in reference to long-term trades, a couple of days, maybe a week or two, we won't do that until it breaks. If it does this number and comes back down, we're entering shorts, adding once it breaks the pivot. We're doing that. So let's go ahead and talk about pivots as we're looking at Ondo. All right. So let me catch up on the chat really quick. I was looking at it, but not really reading it. So going down the list, and hopefully, hey, we got Paul in the house. What's up, Paul? Appreciate you, man, being here. Hopefully I don't miss anything that you may have addressed to me. Dylan says almost 2 o'clock. What? Man, you're the best, Dylan. You're the best, man. That's dedication right there. That's family right there. 2 o'clock in the morning, staying up so they could watch and just show support. Man. Everybody put 100 in the chats. Everybody put 100 in the chat. Love that. Absolutely love that. So you're going down the list. Oh, I gotta be careful with some of you guys. I gotta be careful with some of you guys. See here, bingo bango, a bingo and a bango. See here. All right, going down the list. Okay, almost done. So we do have 2 coins that we're gonna be doing and also talking about pivots. Talking about pivots, okay. Going down the list. We got Dynamite in the house. What's up, Dynamite? All right. Love it. Love it. All right. Almost done with the chat. So here. Going down the list. All right. Very good. I'm all caught up. And here we go. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and do, sorry about that. Ondo. I actually have Ondo up. So we did talk about Ondo the other day. Here, let's see here. We did an alert here, 4-hour candles close. So let's get in, just delete all this. Get out of here, 21 drawings. Get out of here, moving averages. Let's do a clean chart. So when it comes to pivots, it's best to do any kind of charting. It's called top-down analysis. Now, I do all this stuff without saying all these words, because if you just follow what I'm doing, you'll catch on versus having to memorize all the words. So what I do first is I go to a higher time frame. I go to a daily time frame. I like the dailies. Jesse, I think he likes the monthlies, but I go to the daily just to kind of see what happened. If you're following other YouTubers, you might see them say, "Oh, look at this, guys. We have a cup and handle. Here's our handle. I mean, a cup and here's our handle." No, don't do that, guys. You don't have to force a pattern. You really don't. Just look at what it is. Here, price went up and it stopped and it changed direction. That's what a pivot is. On a higher time frame, you can see these pivots much easier than if you're on a lower time frame. And if this is too much ups and downs or noise, go to a higher time frame. Go to a 3-day time frame or a weekly. As you can see here, these levels are very, very defined. I mean, it's very, hopefully easy to see. Price went up, it stopped, changed direction. Went up, stopped, changed direction. Now, all this is called internal structure. Do you need to know that? Nope. Is it going to be on the test? Nope. What we're looking for are key levels. This would be external structure. But again, do you need to know that? No. Why do you? Again, I know a whole bunch of stuff, but do I say all these fancy words? Internal structure, SFP, blah, blah. No, why? Look, this is the extreme point. Came up here and it stopped. This is the extreme point. It came down here and it stopped. Extreme point, stopped. Then this is so far the extreme point and it stopped. If you want to learn, all these things, market structure, you have breakup structure, a part of market structure, a break of structure, which is BOS, boss. You also have change of character, CHOCH, which is change of character, where it's basically making a higher high, higher low. Do you need to know all those terms? And no, in my opinion, you don't. If you can identify this, you're golden. If you can identify this, you're golden. You don't need to know boss and charge and all these SFPs, in my opinion. Could you? Sure. Do you need to? In my opinion, this is what I teach. Very basic. If it breaks the level, you enter your short. If it breaks the level, you enter the long. Pretty simple. Make sure to follow me, guys, on my channel every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I go over the extreme basics, giving you a very solid foundation so that anytime you build anything on it, and you'll see it too. Like, you learn from me, and then you pay for a course or get a mentor or whatever, and they're teaching you stuff. They're like, oh, wow, I've seen this before. Oh, that's what it's called. Huh, I never knew that. I already know how to do this. I just never had a name to it. You don't need all these fancy names, liquidity and all you need. For example, when you have a candle body and you have a wick, this is several different words, liquidity, buying pressure, so many different words, buying pressure, liquidity. If it did this number, it's an SFP. Here's our pivot. It's a swing failure pattern. No, this is support. Here's buying pressure because of the wick. This is support. Does that mean that it cannot break below? It can break below. It can do whatever it wants. But we have a higher likelihood that it might come up that the buyers are still here. That's what it's showing you. All right, moving on. Let's delete all this. Okay, so back to pivots. What we want to do is, if you're enjoying this so far, put a 1 in the chat. If you already know this, put a 2. And I'm sure I'm going to see a lot of 2s, and that's fine. If you already know this, put a 2. If you're gaining more knowledge from what I'm showing you, the simplicity of it, put a 1. We're going to let you know. All right, moving on. So what I want to do is I want to have the magnet tool on. Very important. Magnet tool. I want to come over here to the horizontal array. Of course, for you, it'll be over here. Anytime I click on one of my favorites, it'll show up in blue here. Now, what I want to do is I want to go where the current price action's at. And I'm going to go here. This is my top. This is my pivot. It went up. It stopped. It came down. Here's my next pivot. I'm going to go over here and do this. And I want the candle bodies. I don't want the wicks. For me, the candle bodies are stronger than the wicks. So right now, for my pivot, I have this. Very simple, very basic. If the price crosses below this level, not good. If it breaks above this level, perfect. Now we have different, there's a lot of stuff that comes involved when it comes to trading. One of the other things that I would recommend in identifying pivots is also identifying the levels using a fib retracement. There's a few different ways you can use fib retracements. One is to see the retracement of the price action, how far down it might retrace to or pull back, or pulling it a different way to give you just levels. For example, we're going to use the fib retracement tool. My magnet tool is on. I want to go to the lowest point. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this stuff on this video, but I strongly recommend you watching today's show that I did, because I go over all this in really great detail. So from here to here, we can see that it pulled back to the 0.5, which is 50% retracement from the run up to the 618, which is referred to as the golden pocket. Normally, it bounces here. Not all the time, but a higher percentage of the time, it'll bounce. I'm going to throw a number out there and say, in the bear market, these are just random numbers I'm throwing out in the air, 46%. Don't quote me on it. In the bull market, we're going to say, no, I'm not going to give you numbers, because you might, I'll write them down and say, oh, it didn't. No, it just, so let's just put it this way. In the bear market, coming down to the 0.5618, it can happen, but we may go 786. You have a higher chance of it going to the 786 because we're in the bear market. It might come in here, fake you out, go to 786. In the bull market, it's very rare that we go to the 786. Now, this all depends on the market cap. If it's a very low market cap, let's say under 500 million, then it could move much faster and come down here. If it's a very high market cap, let's say 5 billion with the B, it's pretty unlikely it's going to come down to the 786. Could it? Yes, 100%. 100%. All right. Coming down to this, here it came down here, perfect. So now let's go to the daily time frame. Again, top-down analysis. When we're doing this top-down analysis and we're going each level lower on the time frame, we're seeing more ups and downs, more pivots. Now, let's see here. Since we're on the daily time frame, what I can do is get my level that I had and move it down to my candle body close on the daily. Now, you're going to notice that we're doing adjustments. So we're kind of getting a broader view of our levels. And as we narrow down our time frame, we're also adjusting our levels, because you're going to see that the candle bodies make up on the higher time frame either a portion of the wick or possibly a body, just depending. So the lower that you go, you see more definition in the actual candles. Here, price came down, up, down, up. Okay. This is showing me that we have a possible bounce. And for me, retracement and also a, it's retracement really. Whenever we're looking for a retracement or a retest, those are the two main ones, you want to have more than one candle, more than two candles. The more candles you have, the higher time frame you have, the stronger the either bounce or retracement or whatever you want to call it, as far as it changing direction potential. Here we can see we're on the daily time frame, came down here, so it came down, up, down, and then it's kind of just sitting here day after day after day after day. Then it starts coming up. So this is, in my opinion, a potential bounce. Now, the further it goes up, well, the more, yes, it's a bounce. But here, it could easily do this. So now it's no longer a bounce. It just happens to be a lower high. So right now, this is the potential start of a bounce, which it looks very strong. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see we have different levels. Let's see here. Sorry about that. So lower highs, lower lows, then the trend changes. And so here, this is really important. Whenever we're looking at this, so here I'm going to get this, and I'm going to put this right here. Because again, candle body closes. And I normally trade on the 4-hour and the 1-hour. That's what I normally trade on. And these trades generally play out in 3 to 5 days. I don't like to hold coins more than a week if I'm only trading them. Now, because I'm only trading them, depending on the market cap, again, if it's a below 500 million, sure, I'll set my first target at 50%, 80%, maybe even 100%. But if it's a higher market cap, for example, a 12 billion market cap, I'm not going to set it at 50%. I only want to hold it for less than a week. So I'll set my first target around 30%, 50%. As the market gets better, my targets will increase. So that way, when my targets hit, making more money. All right. So what I want to do here is I want to look at this. And what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the pivots. Here is a pivot. I'm not going to enter unless it crosses this level. So if it came down and it came up, 4-hour candle needs to close above here for me to enter. Didn't happen. Created another pivot. If this comes up here, would I enter? Nope, because it's really close to this other one. It's just safer waiting for this one. What am I going to make 2% more, 4% more, but increase my risk? Not happening. Not for me. So then here's our next pivot. It's looking weak. Here's our next pivot. So I'm not entering long until we have this basic foundation. Once it breaks the high, not entering long. Now, could you enter down here? Sure. This is what's known as, well, I like to call it, especially on X and YouTube, an ego check. Look at me, guys. I called the bottom, blah, blah, blah. Great for you. Great for you. However, it could have done this. And then now we don't hear about that. Now, how do you get this? Well, then you go to a lower time frame. 15-minute time frame is great to see this, which makes up this on a bigger time frame. You have more ups and downs on the lower time frames. So you can enter sooner on a lower time frame, resulting in greater profits. However, you also increase the likelihood of it being a fake out and it coming down. This is extremely important. This is what's called catching a falling knife. If it comes down, the safest way is wait for it to break a level. Okay, with that being said, let's continue with this theory process. Comes down, we don't enter until it breaks this level. We don't enter until it breaks this level. Now it broke the level, but barely, and we have a long wick. What does this long wick tell us? This tells us selling pressure. So we gotta wait. And then the next candle doesn't close. I mean, it closes above it. It's looking weak though. It didn't like close above it. So we wait. Then it comes down here. Then we cross this level. Now, can we enter here? Sure. Why? It's kind of far away from this one. If the level's here, we would have to wait. But since it's right here, sure, we enter. Now, granted, this is high risk. But Joe, you just said enter when it breaks this. Hold on. There's all these different variables that come into play. Look at what we're doing. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We're in a very massive downtrend. Now, when it does this, this is the potential start of a trend change. Potential. The more levels that it breaks, the higher likelihood that this is a confirmed trend change. Very important. If you do not write this stuff down, the stuff that I'm showing you, you're doing yourself a disservice. You really are. All these videos that I have for you on this channel and on my channel, I strongly recommend you watch with a notebook and a pen. Write down these notes. Do screenshots. This will make you money. Not a financial advisor, but I have helped so many people stop losing and start winning with very simple, non-complicated ways of trading. There's no big words that I use. Do I know them? Yes, but why use them? Break it down to the most simplistic form. Boom, make money. All right, here we go. So this right here is the potential start. The potential start of a trend change. Now I could enter here, and I will. I'll enter 50% of my investment. 50%. What I wanted to do is I want to break this level. Breaking this level, actually, I want to set an alert above, and this is why I always do what I do. I want to set an alert above this wick. Now notice what I'm doing. I know the price went down. We can all see it. But what I do is I'm showing you all of my methods as if we were in the moment of the trade. That is vital versus saying, no, I'm not going to enter now and start looking for reasons. Because the RSI is here and get out of here. No, I would enter. I trade off of the momentum of the price action. The indicators tell me what the price action did. All right, so here we go. This is my thought process. Now, are there great indicators out there? Yes, of course. Chart Prime, probably the best that I've ever seen. I've had several indicators. Chart Prime, and I'm not saying that because I'm on this channel. I use it on my channel too, so I'll give you a heads up. But anyway, their indicators are by far the absolute best, and they have a lot of free ones too. Moving on. What I would do is I would set an alert. I'd set an alert about here. I'd set an alert about here, and let's go ahead and do this. Now the 4-hour candle needs to close above this level. I'm going to enter this trade. So I entered this trade for a few reasons. One, it had a really nice retracement, and it's hopefully it entered the golden pocket. It formed a W or a double bottom. It broke the trend line. 4-hour candle closed above it. It wasn't a huge candle that it's leaving like 30% of liquidity or just gaps, fair value gaps or anything like that. And a fair value gap, all it is you have a candle 1, candle 2, candle 3. So this gap right here is called a fair value gap. It's just the movement. It just went fast versus a candle 1, a candle 2, and a candle 3. There's no gaps. All right. So with that being said, I would enter this right here. For 1, it entered the golden pocket. For 2, formed a W, broke the neckline. This could be the potential of the uptrend, came down. Beautiful V-shaped recovery, possible. I'm in here. I have my alert here. My alert goes off. I see that we have 3 candle body closes above my level. I'm in. I put my other 50% here. I'm in 100%. I'm in 100% of the trade. My average entry is about right here. Let's see where my stop loss would have been. Let's see. I would have used this one. So from here, I would have gone underneath this. 12%. What's this? 18. It's Ondo. So what I would do in this case, I would like to put it underneath this 18%, underneath the candle bodies and wicks. Again, this is support, but I'm pretty sure the market makers are going to come for this because that's where everybody's putting their stop losses that enter here. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I way up here? There we go. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do my stop loss here. This is Ondo, larger market cap. I seriously doubt it's going to go 20%. Joe, can't you see anything to the right? I'm focusing on where I would have entered the trade and why I would have entered the trade. Now, for you, I would strongly recommend use the replay button. Use the replay button, pick a random area, and then trade based off of what you see. And of course, chart on the higher time frames coming down. I would do it 20%. So it's underneath this. So everybody else is putting their stop loss right here. I have mine just underneath theirs. So hopefully they get stopped out and not me. What happens? Price comes down. Boom. Oh, crap. Not good. Then it breaks this level. Oh, man. That's rough. So what I'm looking at is I have this zone. This is my zone. Here's my candle bodies. Here's some candle bodies. So this is my zone. I don't want it to break below this. Sure enough, it breaks below. And I'm like, crap. I mean, sure, I could close out my trade at 13%. But what if it bounces? What if it bounces here or even here? You know, the market makers take out these people and it comes up. I'm going to leave it in. And what happens? I get stopped out. I got stopped out. So this is what I do. I show you the way I trade. Now, granted, I'm not one of those people that say, you know, I wouldn't have entered here and look for reasons. This is how I trade. Now, does this happen all the time? No. The market just turned. The market literally just turned. What I do is I show you how to trade, and we are going to win. We are going to lose. Losing is part of the game. There is nothing we can do about it. You can have the best indicators, the best setup, the best everything. There's no way around it. Because we're trading against people. We're trading against people. All right. Let me see if we had any ones or twos in the chat. Got some twos. Okay, good. Okay, going to the chat really quick just to see what we got. Okay. What's the ticker on Tesla? Is it just Tesla? Man, I haven't even done anything yet. I've just done teaching. Luna Reacher says, the second you say, what if it bounces? You're already losing the trade. What if it bounces? You've already lost the trade. I'm not sure how to take that. What if it bounces? You've already lost the trade. That's hopium right there. I mean, because you're pretty sure you lost the trade, and you're like, man, just please, just let me win one, please. You know that you're pretty much right there. All right, let's see here. So let's go ahead and delete all this. Get out of here. 47 drawings. Well, let's look at this. So now we're looking at this, and we're going to chart this really quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my magnet tool. We have our level right here. This is this. And then we have our this. And the body closes. We also have our mid-level, which is right here. So we have our range high, our range low, and somewhere in the middle, which is right here. Perfect. This is our mid-range, and it comes up right here. So I would expect it to get rejection here before possibly coming down. Now let's go to a lower time frame. If this does break down, I'm pretty sure we'll end up somewhere here just based off of this. This is really nice support. So we kind of like have a zone right in here. It's where I would expect it to go. Anyway, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, 4-hour time frame. We're looking at this. And again, we're looking at here's our level, it broke above. Here's our level, it broke above. Here's our level, it broke above. Here's our level, hasn't broken. Didn't break it yet. This is our low. We don't want it to break. This is our low. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm trying to say. This is our low that we don't want to break. We don't want to break it. We don't want to break it. We don't want to break it. Why don't we want to break it? Well, if we break the pivot, well, then now we could possibly changing the trend. Now, granted, we do need to see it price going up and down. We do need to see that. It's here right now. This I really like. It took out all these orders that were here, called liquidity. You can only buy from someone who's selling, and the market makers are the ones selling cheap, like 99% of the time. So as the price goes up, market makers put in sell orders, and then the price comes down, takes up those sell orders, and it's just flipping and flopping every single time. See here. See, I'm just playing with the cycle, but it's with good risk management. There you go. Okay. See, just speaking from experience, typically the last thing I said before getting liquidated. Dude, I'm telling you the truth right here, brother. Same thing with me. Liquidations is like, man, I already ran out of money. I can't put any more money in. I already entered like 5-7 times. Like, what if it bounces right here, man? What if it? And then sure enough, like, crap. There's been times, man, there was one time, maybe a month ago or so, I put in, because what I like doing is I like putting a little bit in, and then I put double at a lower spot, and then double that at a lower spot, and then double that. So I start off with very little. And sure enough, I had entered in like 5 times, and it just keeps on, and it looks like it's going to go. It's like, oh, great. And then it'll break the levels, like, oh, man. And I was like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. I can probably do like 2 more entries, but then I'm going to run out of money. And then my entire futures account gets liquidated. All right, so I'm just going to take a loss because, I thought I was going to bounce here. I just had to take it. Oh, and it hurt. I did it live on air too. And it hurt. Man, did it hurt. Let's see here. Going down the lane. See, flipping and groping. Flipping and groping. Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. So looking at this. Man, it's right in the middle. What's the price range tool say? So the one who wanted to know about pivots, let me know if I answered the question for you and if you understood it. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. So let me know if you understood it, because that's very important. 15%. I mean, we are in the discount portion of this. What is it to come back down to our level down here? I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I like it. We could potentially be changing the trend, but we also thought that here. Looking at the previous price action. So what I'm doing is I'm just looking at my crosshairs. Okay. So for Ondo, I was like, man, we're over time, but we started late. Mark. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. So I like this. It's coming up, higher highs, higher lows. I would really like to see it come down here and then come up. I would like to see something like this, to where it breaks this, it takes this liquidity, and then comes up. And it's about 12% away from the current price action. So let's go ahead and do this. Here is my buy zone. And the buy zone is underneath this wick and above these wicks. So this is my buy zone. My lower entry would be about here. So in between this wick and these candle body closes, this will be my lower entry. Go to coordinates, copy, and let's do this, paste, and blue. I'm still looking at the price action. So when I'm looking at the price action, I'm looking at the candle body closes. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the candle bodies. I'm looking at the wicks. I'm looking at the size of the candles itself to show me if it's, strong candles or weak candles. I really do think it's going to come down. And I really wish that this level wasn't so close to this one, because normally we would buy the break of this, but since our level is really close, we don't want to. We don't want to do that. What I'm thinking might happen, come up here, maybe even here, to come down, to come up, to come down, to come up. And I'm using all these pivots. They're not just random spots. If you hover, well, if you look at my crosshairs, this is where these wicks stop. And this is where my pivot is. Here's another pivot. And this is due to these. Now I went just above it because sometimes they'll break above it to come down. Same thing with this one. This pivot right here is due to these candle body closes and these candle body closes. And that's why this pivot's here. Now, if it does this, then we could enter the trade here. If it comes down here, our lower entry's here. I really do hope it comes down so we can get another discount. Sorry. Like if we would have seen the price here, this dump right here is what I would like to enter on. Like, because we would have seen this, like, oh, this will be nice, our buy zone. And then it would have got it and then shot straight up. And man, good times. Good times. So that's my thought process on Ondo. I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to wait and see what it does. What I would do is set an alert above these wicks. And there's a lot of times where I wait. Man, there's a lot of times where I wait. Now, waiting has made me so much money. The reason for that is because, so for Ondo, I'm actually going to set an alert because I do like Ondo. It's made me so much money because what you're doing is when your alert goes off, you can actually see, okay, my alert went off. The 4-hour candle closed above the level. Now I'm going to enter. And when you enter, now more than likely you're making money versus entering, then waiting several days, comes down lower. Maybe you put a lower entry, which is great. Then you wait several days, and now it starts coming up and now you're making money. These alerts have made me a lot of money. So what I'll do here is I'll put another alert down here. And this alert down here will say, okay, not to enter, but to wait to see if it goes lower. Then put my alert above my price action so that I could potentially enter once it breaks, once again, my alert. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment, in case it was too confusing. So let's do this. Let's move this over. So in case price action does this, comes down, comes up, my alert went off here. Then what I do is I get my alert and I move it so it's underneath again. My alert goes off. Now my alert goes off again. And now it's like, okay, it came all the way down. And now it's coming up here. It's staying above this level. I enter the trade. So that's what that is. Okay, moving on. Man, we were on Ondo for like 30, 40 minutes. Okay. Going down the list. We have the Dusty Hunt. What's going on, man? what is going on. Trump taking AI investment now. Yeah, 500 billion, I think. I saw that earlier, posted in my group. 500 billion. So AI is going to be huge. It's just another catalyst that's going to be pushing AI. AI is going to be huge. And as a subcategory of AI, it's AI agents. So AI agents will continue to run the show. Gaming, NFTs, maybe. AI agents for sure. And then, of course, you need oracles to run the AI agents. So just kind of let you know. See, Trump is announcing a new AI project in collaboration with OpenAI right now. Stargates may cause AI coins to move right now. Yep. Yeah, that was earlier today. Maybe like 4 hours, 5 hours ago. Yeah, I let my group know. As soon as it came out, I was like, here you go, guys. Here you go. Let's see here. Let's see here. One moment. We're almost done, and we're gonna have everybody go to. Oh, I went too far. We're gonna have everybody go to the pregnant candles. Oh, it was at 2 o'clock, so it wasn't that long ago. So this is what I posted. My group. Trump to announce up to 500 billion private sector AI infrastructure investment. Sources say that was today, and then blah blah. AI is the driving force this bull run, along with AI agents, in my opinion. And that was done earlier today. And then I had another post about that, I think. Oh, did y'all know about this? I posted this too. Official website of the U.S. government's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. And so I went to the USA.gov site for all this stuff, and I didn't see Department of Government Efficiency on here. So I went to Elon Musk, his website, and then sure enough, it was there. And he says legit. And then, and then here's the website. Or here's their Twitter. It's at Doge. So yeah, I put that. All right, moving on. We're almost done. We're going to do AI XBT. Yeah, that one's been killing it. See here. The whole world talks AI.com. Bubble 3, 2, bingo bango. 5 billion. Whole lot of money. AI is not going anywhere. That's right. Okay. Yep. All right, very good. Let's go. So we did that one. Let's do CAS really quick. CAS, USDT. And I'm assuming that Tesla is just Tesla. So here, beautiful in our buy zone. Beautiful. So here, we had, it could bounce here, but this is our buy zone. Set your alerts, et cetera, et cetera. Beautiful in the buy zone, and now it's coming up. I love the buy zones. So here we had 4-hour candle close, and 4 hour needs to close above this level. So more than likely I would have had my alert up here. The alert goes off, we enter the trade, comes down into our buy zone, so lower entry. And this is only just a few, maybe 15% from our entry. We add to our entry, comes up, breaks above this level. We probably wouldn't have added to it, broke this level. I don't think this level. I think this, maybe this level, because that's a pretty good, decent, like 10% move. So we would have added alert goes here. 4-hour candle. No, I wouldn't have entered. Oh, we talked about this last time. I wouldn't have entered here because of this move already. Too much of a move. I would expect it to come down to at least here. I would set an alert down here. Alert goes off. I wait for it. I put the alert above it. The price action breaks above. I enter it again, but this one, that didn't play out. It just continued going up and up and up. So right now, let's go ahead and delete all this. Get out of here, 33, 31 drawings. Get out of here. So for CAS, okay. So we have our pivot here. We have a very nice pivot right here. And we can see that this is pretty much getting respected. Actually, we have a zone. So we have this pivot of a candle body close to this right here. So we have our zone that the price action might come back into if it breaks here. I don't like this though. I'm gonna make this, man, it really should be this. It's too, the percentage is too high, 15%. No, thank you. No, thank you. Those are rookie numbers. Get out of here. Get out of here, rookie. So this would be my buy zone, but it already passed. I don't think it's going to come down here. We could try it though. So let's do a buy zone with our entry, our lower entry about here. YouTube lower entry. Nope, wrong one. I just did lower entry. All right, lower entry. Let's make sure we get our numbers so that everything looks good. Let's do this in blue. Our magnitude is on from here to here. So we really don't want it to break below this level. I think it will though, but it'd be really healthy to see the price action come up, get rejected on this pivot, come back down to this pivot, find strength and come up. This would be good. Then what we could do, make sure our magnitude is on. Then what we could do, holding down shift so it does a straight line, is add here. But it's really close to this. Man, right now is a good time to enter. Because the higher we go up, the closer we are to that main level, which is a key pivot area. I got about 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left, and then we're going to go to the other. Nice run up. Came down. It's beautiful, and it's beautiful. This one's an enter right now. Today is January 21. Time is 5:30. Lower entry right here. And then our target, we can do our first target, 31%, not too shabby. It's going to do 50% here. Oh, how do we find targets? Oh, go to a weekly. I'm going to do, I mean, if you go to a higher time frame, you'll see this, but I'm going to go just for time's sake and do this right now. So we're going to go from the swing low to the absolute highest point to the absolute lowest point. And then lo and behold, we got targets. So the next target is going to be, let's go for the moon. 75. Oh, let's go. And this one's going to be 50%. Then I'm going to go and hide this because it's too messy. Get out of here, mess. Go back to the 4-hour time frame. Come back over here. Make sure I can see my stuff on the screen. Move this over. Move this over. Okay. Go ahead over there. Okay. A little, and I got too much empty space by zone. Let me move this over here. If y'all haven't noticed, I like setting up my charts to where it's easy to follow. Okay, so that's there, and the numbers are correct. So this one, copy. This is our target. This next one, 13. Nope. Copy. Okay. So there's your setup. So we're going to enter right now with the anticipation of it coming down. If it comes down, then we have a lower entry. But if it breaks above, then we add to our entry. Hopefully all that made sense. So if it comes down, we have our lower entry. If it goes up, we have our entry right here. So let's go ahead and make this just a little bit neater. 50%. And then we'll do the same for here. 50%. I like it. I like it. Let's see here. Okay. So I do like that. Let's see here. We have 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes. Let me see if I can pull this up again. We got 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and take that off. We don't need that anymore. And as that's loading up, we're almost done. 3 minutes. Frankie Candles, live stream, notify. Okay. So I believe I can do it like this. So let's come over here to this. And hey. Oh, that's on. Okay. So let's go over here to this. Let's come over here to this. Why is it doing that? This is different. Okay, give me 1 second. That's weird. Before I could redirect. All right, so let's do Tesla. Tesla. I'm assuming it's stocks. NASDAQ. Okay, we're talking about Tesla down over here. We're saying it could do this or this. It looks great. I'd enter right now. Had a nice run up, pull back, and now it's coming up again. I like it. I would just be careful with this. I don't want to see it break 378.99. If it does, I'd get out. I'd get out and I just wait for it to break the high. So it could do something like If it does come down, it could do something like this and then possibly start coming up. If so, then that's when you would enter. But I mean, I seriously doubt it's going to tank. I like it. I'd enter right now. Check mark. I don't know how to redirect. Manage. I redirected last time. The thing is gone though. Stream. Oh, am I streaming another one? Oh my gosh, I'm streaming another one. I don't know what I'm doing. YouTube Studios. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. Let's go here. Let's go to. Wow, I literally think I broke it. Sorry, Piper. What in the world is this? Did I stop streaming? No, I'm still here. That's embarrassing. Share. I should be able to forward y'all over there. I don't know. Spending too much time. And it's already going to start too. That's ridiculous. All right, everybody go over there. Do your graduation caps. That's embarrassing. I don't even know what I did. I don't even know how to get back over there. I don't know how to stop the stream. I don't know what's going on. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you over there. Take care. And this last part just to be me fumbling. Oh no, let me go ahead and not fumble. 3, 2, 1, and go to black. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, let's make this money. Thank you so much for joining the Piper Academy Network. We'll see you over there on Frankie Candles. Drop the